Hi, welcome to part 4 of Einstein's blog and scrapbook. This is a picture of Gretel. She's a resident here at St. Francis of Assisi Residence 3, where the saints, Father Tom, Reverend Thomas Walters, and Father John founded this place 30 years ago for poor people who were mentally challenged. Most of the people here have been homeless, and he helped them. This place helped them get off the street or out of shelters. This is Gretel, like I said, and she tattooed her face. When I asked her, shortly after I got here, I said, "Do you want to be black?" And she said yes. And then, that's a talk and share question. What she did was, she got a home care worker to find her a tattoo removal person, so that she'd been having her tattoo removed ever since she became aware of the seriousness of it with the onset of my question to her. One talk and share question brought her to her senses. And this is the way she looks now. So you can, she actually has even more of the black removed. And this is a drawing she did where she's half black and half white. She, in a parallel life, is Little Black Sambo and Ronald McDonald. So you see, she is part black and part white, and she just has to reconcile it, integrate herself. Now, I'm not saying because talk and share therapy did it with one question that her psychiatrist, this is my psychiatrist, I presume it's her psychiatrist. I don't take any of those medicines. I told them I'm not crazy. I'm not taking the medicines. I invented a therapy. Why would I take these drugs? I don't take drugs. This psychiatrist, her first name is Michelle. I don't know her last name. She had difficulty. I found it impossible to write me a letter of recommendation to the graduate school I'm applying to, and also she found it very difficult to subscribe multivitamins. I'm a lacto-vegetarian, and I need vitamins, So I'm not saying she's incompetent, but it took talk and share to make Gretel realize she shouldn't walk around with her face looking like that. And she looks lovely these days, being herself. Okay. All lives matter, you see. And this is Eddie, who is in a parallel life. Santa's helper, that's Eddie there with Santa's hat, looking at vegetarian food Sheila had placed out for us to eat. That's Rocky. He's a drummer. He's a Capricorn. This is my son in a parallel life, William Hayes. He serves lunch here. He was Popeye the Sailor Man who introduced the world to the importance and the strength you get from eating spinach. And he was Olive Oil's boyfriend. I eat salads every day with olive oil. I see. Comes from whole food. And all lives matter, especially to God, who created them. What else? This is my business, Mainstream Includes to you. These are my products, some of them. A book, Sneezy the Greasy, Baby Sits Abigail, and t-shirts. There's a picture of Sing playing guitar, his hand. Another picture of Sing with Jindar when she was a little girl. This is my business partner and husband in a parallel life, Jay Chin. In the background is a picture of me on the left when I was an airline stewardess for American Airlines, one of the first black airline stewardesses. This is a picture of us outdoors having a gathering. I was the muse. It's a picture. I was the muse. The more I pat my feet, the hotter the band got. And this is Gretel. I don't know most of these people. Some of these people are from the other residences. There are actually 3 residences. I think this is George Bernard Shaw being as Dave. Okay. So, what do I want to say? I'm drawing a blank here. Where should I begin? This is a lyricist, and I wrote a song with Roy Ayers, Pretty Brown Skin. This is Roy. This is his first solo album. He was a sideman for Herbie Mann. Anybody who knows jazz know Herbie Mann. He was a flutist. This is me, and this is Edwin Birdsong, shortly after we met. This is my niece, Benita Michelle Long Holmes, being a Solomon, wise man in the Bible. This is little Roy, Roy's son. Notice Edwin's thick afro. For his first album, I plaited his hair and created an image of him that has morphed into a business. When I was uptown in Harlem, the African ladies were charging $500 to plait hair. Black people all over the world, after seeing this album, this look came out in the late 60s. Black people started wearing their hair, black people all over the world started wearing their hair in plaits. It caused a revolution in hair. This is Robin Michelle Birdsong, my daughter in Hawaii with her roommate, homosexual Dennis. This is Baba G. Robin went to India, to the Dera, where the Guru, Jesus Christ being a Gurinder Singh, had took place. And she went and stayed for a couple of weeks. And when she got back she was visiting in New Delhi. See, this is pictures of New Delhi. That's the church in New Delhi she attended. I think that's the place that has, I was Tulsi Sahib, the founder of Satmat in a parallel life. So where she lived, that was the name of it, Tulsi. There was a Hindu, this is Hawaii also. Look at the beautiful trees. It rains all the time though, so it's a trade-off. Okay, what else? Did I show you everything? Supernatural, Birdsong's second album. I Love You, Michelle, song he wrote for me is on that album. Wrote about me. I think I've showed you everything. There's a picture of Sing Birdsong, Robin's brother. That's Sing performing. He's into it, right? And this is him taking a selfie. I really like this look. I wish he'd grow his beard. Beards are so manly. I think you're supposed to wear beards. That's why the Sikhs, they don't cut their hair. They let it be natural. Isn't he beautiful? Okay, all lives matter, even homeless people. When I was homeless, I was walking down the street with her. She was homeless. We were at Oliver's walk-in center where you could sleep sitting in chairs. But at least it was better than me sleeping on an ATM. Chase Manhattan ATM floor where I had been sleeping, or at Penn Station on the floor with those men. None of them bothered me, thank God. Okay, this is a homeless lady that she was kind of friends with. She asked her for money. She didn't give her any money because she said she just buy drugs. She was homeless too. Like I said, Father Tom rescued all these homeless people here in St. Francis of Assisi Residence 3. This is Stevie Wonder, Robin Michelle Birdsong's biological father. Look at her nose, it's identical, and her mouth's identical. She looks just like him. She's his only biological child. Okay, I'm looking around. This is Einstein. Michelle Birdsong projected herself as Einstein. This is Mary Magdalene, Jesus Christ's wife, who gathered a lot of data together, and Jesus Christ's disciples used it to create Christianity. She's not given any credit for that. This is a resident here. I got tape on these because they were on my wall. I took these off the wall to show you. This is Michael Tasfay. He's the writer. He's a resident here at St. Francis, and he wrote this book, Intersection Awakening. It's very interesting. It's a novel, you know. It's a short novel. I read it overnight. It's wonderful. I recommend it. This is a book I like too, Boundless by Ben Greenfield. I have it over there. I'm going to take a speed reading course because there are so many books I want to read. And he reversed his age from 43 to 20. So you might want to read this book. This guy's got a lot of information. This is a collage. I'm an artist in residence here at St. Francis, and I do photo collages. This is one I did. This is Sawan Singh, one of the masters at the Radhaswamy South Zone Bias, where he now heads, Gurinder Singh. And he projected himself as my husband, Michael Spear. I've been married to him 30 years. He's a homosexual. And we've been Lucifer also. So we battled. And the son, I was speaking to him, I'm his only daughter of the Most High God, and he said to me, you won. So my husband now is a loving, devoted disciple of Jesus Christ. That's Lucifer, is a devoted disciple of Jesus Christ, you see. So that's how we won. We made friends with Lucifer and his ilk. Let's see who else we have here. Make today awesome. Will you do that? Make today awesome. This is Lou Renziger, my grandson. B.S. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in a parallel life. This is Ostara Glory, my granddaughter. B.S. St. Kabir, Ohio Watha, and Mirabai, the poet sang. No, he was Mirabai, the poet sang. She was Chief Sitting Bull. That's right. And when she was Hiawatha, I was a great peacemaker and I had a speech impediment. Hiawatha was articulate, so he talked to the 6 warring Indian tribes that I wanted to bring about peace among them. And some of them were cannibals. And he explained my ideas. Hiawatha explained the great peacemaker's ideas, and the Indian tribes bought it. And they became peaceful and joined together, and they formed the Iroquois Confederacy, and they exist today as a united forces. I think that's St. Andrew. He quit. He went to Michigan. This is St. Philip, Jesus Christ's disciple, and my guardian angel. He's guardian angel. This is Tarek, a Tyrannosaurus Rex in a parallel life. He's a Muslim. He did a painting with a Buddha in it. This is Jack. He's my husband in a parallel life. Who's that? I don't know. I got a pile of pictures somewhere. Here. Right? Yeah. This is Joe Friedman. His claim to fame is he knows how to bring a woman to orgasm, tickling her clitoris, which is the way you're supposed to satisfy a woman. And he knows how to do that. He told me to take his picture down. I had it in the hall saying sexiest men in the world or something like that, as far as I know. And he said, take it down. He said, you can put it on YouTube, on your diary, and you can even put my phone number, but please take it out of the hall because these women are going to bother me and I don't want to hurt their feelings. I'm not attracted to them. So I took it down and I'm putting it on YouTube. I was walking from Gristides and I saw this beautiful picture of flowers. The clitoris is a flower. It's as delicate as a flower. That's why they say women are flowers. This is my father, Milton Harris, who bears John Milton, who wrote Paradise Lost and Found, and Homer, who wrote the Greek culture. And he's supposed to work with me to create a culture for this world. This is former First Lady, what's her name? Franklin Roosevelt's wife. Judy Redinger is her name here. Eleanor Roosevelt, that's what that is. She's a very good artist. This is Orlando, the sign maker. He's making a sign here. Okay, did I tell you, everybody? This is Robin in Hawaii. St. Francis of Assisi, Robin Birdsong, First Lady of America. This is just Sing Birdsong, my son. That's his record label. This is Superman, his emblem. He'd be as Superman in a parallel life. This is Sing Birdsong, be as Jimi Hendrix in a parallel life. He'd be as Mozart, King Charlemagne. This is Gobind Singh, a 10th Sikh guru, John, what's his name? Trump, Donald Trump, be as the governor of New York, and his wife, Melania Trump, be as Florence Nightingale, who founded nursing. And this is Christopher Columbus, who bears Melanie L. Spear, who also bears, gotta show you a picture, bears St. Patrick. This is her. Isn't she beautiful? She'd be the goddess Isis, also, and Queen Cleopatra, and Vincent van Gogh. Okay, since I'm over here, this is Sing and Stevie Wonder. See, they don't look alike, but Steve looks like his sister, because he's over her. This is Carlos Castaneda, also bears a serial killer and a parallel life. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Like I said, Melanie L. Spear, St. Patrick. This is a book cover I made. Wilma Rudolph, Clarksville, Tennessee, where I grew up. This is Vanita when she was small. This is Robin Michelle kissing Uncle Steve, who was really Daddy Steve, and seen kissing them too backstage at Saturday Night Live. Mr. Rogers, Seth Wynn Ransinger bears Mr. Rogers, my grandson. Charles Long bears my sister's